Hi everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all enjoyed your winter break and excited to start this new semester. I hope you're continuing to stay safe, you and your families as well. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. I enjoyed my break. It was really nice and I think well deserved. We were all really tired, but I'm excited to get back into it and jump into things. What have I been doing lately? Just enjoying the break. I was practicing for auditions for ensembles. I did really well on that. And now I'm just trying to get back into the groove of doing school stuff and staying on top of everything. So it's really what I've been up to lately. So let's see. So I found classical paintings and music really interesting to look at and listen to. Personally, I find many similarities between both the classical and the Baroque, as well as their differences. So I think it's really unique to see them from all these perspectives. It's really cool. Um, how are they different from Baroque visual art and music? So, as far as like the paintings go, um, one similarity I found between both Baroque and classical was that they're really person centered. Like you can always see people engaging in whatever activities, captivating a single moment of their lives. Um, One difference I found though was I remember a couple of Baroque paintings. Some of them really focused on like the interior design and architecture of a place, where there'd be like a royal hall or just somewhere really like really sophisticated looking and really beautifully detailed. I think. Didn't really see any of that in the classical era paintings. Like I said, you see more of the people. There are some backgrounds of places, but it's not really harped on as those like solo interior exterior design pieces that you see in the Baroque. Um, as far as the music, I would say personally, I think classical music is more livelier and a little more lighthearted than Baroque. I think that's primarily, due to the amount of players that you have and the number of instrumentation. With classical music, I always associate that with being like more full orchestras, and I guess each part is more musically involved. Yeah, you do have your moments of it being really mellow and relaxed, similar to how I find many Baroque pieces to be. But overall, I just think the tone is a lot more richer and full. And I always associate classical music with it being like a dance. Like someone's always dancing, you're at like a party or whatever, and you're having a great time. And yeah, you can have those more mellow moments, but I think classical just brings that more to the surface and just I guess hypes it up a little more. I can explain it the best I can. But no, I really enjoyed listening to it. It was really cool. Some classical works that stood out to me. One painting that stood out to me, it was called The Oath of Horati. I think that's how it's said, by Jacques Louis David. And it's the painting with a guy holding like a bunch of swords in his hands, and in front of him are like three or four like Roman soldiers, and I don't know what they're doing. They're doing like some sort of pose, and I don't know. When I was looking into classical paintings, that really didn't like I didn't expect to see that. So it was really interesting to come across that as I was scrolling through the works. So yeah, it was really cool to see. Two musical works that stood out to me. One of them was the Symphony in D major, Opus 35, number 1 by Boccherini. Um, that one just sounded, as I described classical music, really full, really hearty. I could hear that, played at some sort of like fancy party or gathering, and people are dancing, having a good time. It does have its more mellow and relaxed moments, but overall, I find the tone really rich and hearty. So it was really fun listening to that piece. Another piece that stood out to me was the Piano Sonata in B flat major by Mozart. One of the reasons being is I work at Alivus Music, and whenever we're putting someone on hold or we're on hold trying to like contact our other store or whatever, that's our hold music. So listening to that, I was like, hey, this is really familiar. And then I thought about it and I'm like, oh, it's our hold music for the store. So that was really cool to listen to, I thought. And then also, it being, really lively sounding and really fun to play. Um, and pianos, I think at the time, they were becoming more and more prominent. Started with the harpsichord, and then the pianoforte to the piano. I could hear that being played on a harpsichord too, but I think, after listening to it, it's brought out a lot better and more hearty sounding with the piano. So that's what made me think of that. Um, but no, really, really great piece to listen to. I had fun engaging in these musical works. Yeah, it was great. Um, Overall, yeah, I do enjoy the classical visual art that I saw as well as the music. I think, with each genre that we come across in this class, it really opens our eyes and ears to new perspectives and new ways of thinking and interpreting things. I've said this before, probably many videos, but we as people are always evolving, and as we evolve, so are all like the traits, and like music and architecture and just all that other stuff evolves because we change too at a continuous rate. So it's really interesting to see, how the years progress, how we evolve and change, and how lots of stuff emerge from that change. So yeah, overall, I did enjoy it. I don't really have any negative comments to say about it. So yeah, that's what I thought. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all's videos. It's good to be back starting the spring semester, and I hope you all had a good start to your school week, and I can't wait to talk to y'all later. See ya.